So moving forward, let's consider question number 11. Let n greater than 2 be an integer. Suppose that there are n metro stations in a city located along a circular path. Getting it? Each pair of stations is connected by a straight track only. Further, each pair of nearest station is connected by blue line, whereas all remaining pairs of stations are connected by red line. Getting it? Two important things. Consecutive with blue and otherwise it is through red. If the number of red lines is 99 times the number of blue lines, then the value of n is. Let's understand what the question is talking about. Let's consider there is a circular path. Correct? Now consider there are stations like 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on till n. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on till n. This is clear? Now it is given that each pair of nearest station is connected by blue line. So consecutive connected with blue. How many blue lines will be there? 1, 2, 3. Obviously there would be n such connections. Yes. So let's start this question. Number of blue lines equals n. Correct? Next, otherwise connected by red. How many otherwise? See, there are n stations. To connect to, how many ways can you select 2? It is simply NC2 minus those ones which are consecutive. So otherwise you have number of red lines. This is equal to NC2 minus n. This is clear? Next question says, if the number of red lines is 99 times the number of blue lines, therefore NC2 minus n is equal to 99n. Simplification is required now. So this is n minus 1 is equal to 200 n. This is clear? What I have done, n minus 1 upon 2 is equal to 100n, multiply by 2, so that gives you simple result. Now when you rewrite, you can get as n square is equal to 201n. Since n is obviously not equal to 0, so the correct value for n is obtained as 201. So time to check. From the given options, the correct answer is 201. That is option number 2 is correct. So let's mark and mention as the required result. I'm sure this simple question from PNC is clear. Let's move on to the next one. Let S be the sum of first 9 terms of this series. It is given the value of S is this one. Now the K is required which is involved in this series. Right? Let's try. S is equal to x plus x square plus x cube up to x9 you can write, or you can simply say up to 9 terms. Next, plus ka, k plus 2a, k plus 4a and so on. So this is a times k plus k plus 2 plus k plus 4 and so on up to 9 terms. Or you can write the 9th term as well. The value of this term is also given to me as this one. This is clear? Just simplify. This is x into x9 minus 1 upon x minus 1 plus a multiplied with. Here this is AP with the 9 terms. So we can write 9 by 2 multiplied with 2k plus 8 into 2 is equal to the given one, that is x10 minus x plus 45a into x minus 1 divided by x minus 1. This is all. When you take LCM on left hand side, you can see x minus 1 is cancelled. This is x10 minus x, this is also cancelled. This is clear? So what we observe over here, that the term x into x 9 minus 1 is cancelled with this one. This x minus 1 already cancelled after taking LCM. You can see that you are left with simple terms which can further be cancelled, but let's write down. 9a multiplied with k plus 8 is equal to 45a. X minus 1 is also cancelled on both sides. A is also cancelled, so what we are left with? K plus 8 is equal to 5 or k is equal to minus 3. Time to check from the given options. Minus 3, that is option number 1, is the correct answer for this question. So I'm sure this question is also clear from sequence series. Let's move on to the next question now, that is question number 13, which is from probability. Let EC denote the complement of event E, which is well known to us. E1, E2, E3 be any pairwise independent events. Pairwise independent meaning probability of E1 intersection E2 will be probability of E1 into probability of E2 because pairwise independent. This is clear? All right. With PE1 positive and PE1 intersection E2 intersection E3 is 0. Clear? Then probability of E2 complement intersection E3 complement given that E1 has already occurred is, let's try out. Probability of E2 complement or bar, it is same, E3 given that E1 has already occurred is equal to probability of E1 intersection E2 bar intersection E3 bar divided by probability of E1. This is clear, conditional probability. All right. Now, when you talk about probability of E1 intersection E2 bar intersection E3 bar, let's try this thing, what we are talking about. Say for example, we have sample space like this. Let's draw some circles. Say for example, the first one. Then say the second one, for example, this one, and say another one, let's say the hollow we are drawing this time like this. This is clear? Now what the question is talking about? We need to consider, in this case, we can draw a line like this over here. Now, E2 bar intersection E3 bar. Let's understand. Say this event, let's mark the events as well. This is for E1, this is for E2, and this is for E3. E2 bar intersection E3 bar, meaning E2 union E3 whole bar. E2 union E3 whole bar, meaning excluding this one. This is clear? Excluding this one. So when you take its intersection with E1, what you are going to get? Let's highlight the portion we are getting at this time. We are getting this portion. This is clear? So I'm saying the probability of this portion only. Correct? Now we can simplify it further as, let's write down, this is equal to probability of E1 minus probability of this portion, that is E1 intersection E2 minus probability of E1 intersection E3. But when I subtract these two, I observe one extra E3 is subtracted. Probability of E1 intersection E2 intersection E3 whole divided by probability of E1. This is clear? Simplification required now. Just simplify. This is equal to PE1 minus PE1 into PE2 minus PE1 into PE3 plus, this term is 0, so not required, right? Divided by PE1. Just divide by this term to each, we are left with 1 minus P E2 minus P E3. So we can read it as P E3 bar minus P E2 if we consider in this fashion, or P E2 bar minus P E3. This is clear. Now time to check from the given options that which one is correct. We can see bar first, that is the fourth option, includes P E3 bar minus P E2. So this is the correct choice, that is option number 4. So let's mark and mention as the required result. I'm sure this is clear. Time to move on to the next one, that is question number 14.